Alright, hello and welcome everybody back to the stream. I'm Yoursimcfi. I really appreciate you guys stopping by. Today we're going to be just live streaming the F14. Not really a plan for this stream. The only plan I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing both the pilot and the Rio seat. I'm going to be jumping back and forth between each seat and doing everything myself because I cannot stand gesture at all. I hate flying with AI. I hate incompetence. So I'm going to do it all myself. We're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to have a PvP server in the Persian Gulf, and we're just going to go ahead and, yeah, do some GPS guided bombing and some self-protection with Phoenixes I have. So our current target area is looking like it's supposed to be over here, this little stronghold area where this Apache's heading up. So we'll probably take off. We'll head roughly northbound 052 or so northeast, and we'll head up the coast and see what we can find. So first things first, let's go ahead and bring up our ground power and ground air. This aircraft does not have an APU inside of it, so you gotta provide ground power and ground air to get everything started, ready to go. Mike, hello, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. I've already closed the canopy because it's been crazy loud with the other aircraft around. So yeah, we have track air working as well. If I turn it on, I can move the view with my head. We'll be doing that once we're kind of on the way out of the startup kind of section. So yeah. They can't hear us. I forgot about that in DCS. So I'll have to request ground power with the canopy open because they're trying to be realistic. You see how much louder it is. Once he says copy, there it is, closing the canopy again. Let's go ahead and get our 3 screens online here. We'll go over here and get our oxygen on. Go here and get our pitch yaw roll SAS on as well. Get our radios up and running. And for now, this is where I'm going to leave the front seat. Nothing really much else to do. I mean, I can uncage my standby artificial horizon. I can go ahead and uncage my barrel radar altimeter. For the most part, that's the front seat pretty much done. I'm just going to go in the back seat now, and I'm going to configure it. So we can go and insert this data cartridge right into there. We'll go ahead and get our IRTV and our WCS system to both to standby. On the right-hand side, we can go and get our RWR on. The radio over here will set to manual transmit receive. Over here in our data link section, these little 120 channels here, I'm going to go ahead and find the E3 channel that we need. The E3 is 088. 088. Go and turn that system on for data link. Fun fact, forward data link is data link to other aircraft, or like E3 or carrier, that kind of stuff. And then data link backwards is to other F14s, which is kind of cool. Like I said, I did IH to Dubai. It was a 14-hour, 55-minute flight. That's insane, my friend. Don't hear the game. Oh, whoops. There we go. My fault. Now you should hear everything. We'll put our countermeasures semi. Be fine. That's that side complete. Back here, we'll get our oxygen on. Forgot to arm the ejector seat in the front, but we'll do it in the back, and we'll do it in the front. Let's see, make that dumb sound. There we go. I want to hear all that garbage. Alrighty, over here, because we do have the lantern targeting pod on the aircraft, we'll go ahead and put the switch here in warm-up mode, basically. Leave the laser where it is, that's fine. Turn our CDU on. Ejector seat to both. Narrow field of view. Alrighty. On our brightness here, we'll go to day, it's fine. And we'll start a ground-based alignment. And the new F14, you don't actually have to type any coordinates or anything. It actually just pulls it for you, which is kind of nice. It does everything for you, which is pretty sweet. I've never done this before where I Rio for myself online. It's probably going to get a little messy, but I just hate flying with AI. Like, absolutely hate it. Get our missile warming on as well. Cool. You can see our alignment is starting, and it's going to move from this side all the way to the right. JC, welcome, welcome. Hey, sorry to bother you. Can I ask you a question? For sure, my friend. Go ahead. All right, this diamond's starting to move, so while we're in the front seat now, we're going to go ahead and spool up our engines. So let's go ahead and spool number 2. Can't show you guys any external views. The server that I'm in has external views turned off. Yep. Good light off, or a good RPM on number 2. We'll add fuel. We're looking for a light off. You see the EGT starting to rise, fuel flow. Starter cutout. If you wait till the alignment diamond's about halfway through and you start your engines, you usually once the alignment is done, you're basically ready to go. We'll start number 1. Adding fuel on 1. Oops. Let's leave it on primary. We get A220? Probably. Yeah, I don't really care about all that much, but I'll probably get it. I'm more waiting for the 7.5. The A220 is just a CRJ+. That's all it really is. I got my Simwork A320 side stick, but I tried to upload the profile for the AB6, but it didn't seem to work. I don't know if I did something wrong. I don't even use the profile. Like, you mean like so Moza sees it as a Simworkshop grip? Or do you mean like an actual profile for the Airbus? Because I don't think Moza will actually identify it as the Simworkshop grip. I just leave it as the default Moza Airbus grip, and it works just fine for me. All right, both engines are up online. Our alignment is complete. Oh, our alignment's still going. Actually, it's pretty close. We're gonna flip it onto INS once it is finally complete. Although it seems like I stopped it by starting the other engine. Can't tell if it's actually moving anymore. Oh, it is. Just very slowly. That's fine. Put my ECM over here. This is basically an RWR, basically. So instead of being here where it used to be, now it's over there. But you can also display your navigation information or your TID, tactical information display. You can do that as well. You can also, cool little features, you can have it set to the nav screen, but then the override is set to ECM. So if something starts to lock you, it'll flip to this page automatically for you, which is kind of cool. I might just leave it like that. There's the alignment all done with the dot in the center. We'll bring the knob over here to INS, and we're ready to go. That's basically a full cold and dark start from both seats in the F14 BU. So that's basically it. Now, we're basically do stuff from the front seat. I'm going to leave this in PD search for the time being, and we'll go to the front seat. So in the front seat, we're going to do our wings in a second. But real quick, I'm going to turn on track IR. Go ahead and drop our ACM cover. Nothing on our right, nothing on our left. We can go ahead and release our parking brake. I don't think wheel chocks are put in the F14. We'll put our NOSO steering on. Okay, they do have wheel chocks, so go ahead and get rid of those.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
I still can't believe the 757 is $80. I can believe it. It looks like it's going to be like really, really in depth. So I can actually use it and try to take off yesterday, and it didn't pitch unless I have to sign to MSFS so it works. Yeah, that's how you have to do it. Jace, you have to assign it through Microsoft Flight Sim. All right, the aircraft on the right is taxiing as well. His wings already out. That's fine. Let's see if he's going to turn right or left. If he turns left, I'm going to start braking. All right, he's turning left. So we'll hold for him. He just realized me. I'm going to flash my landing light, my taxi light. I don't know if he's going to see it, but you can go ahead. All right. Okay, he's going. So while he's doing that, I'm gonna go and unfold my wings. We're gonna set the wings to auto, reset that system, close the cover, and then make sure from manual, we're gonna press auto. There we go. Now our wings are all the way out, and I'm gonna press our DLC aft button. That'll deploy our takeoff flap for ground-based takeoff. And we'll go ahead and follow this guy. We'll go behind him here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and use my actual track IR, not the mouse. That beep beep you're hearing is the RWR, the radar warning receiver, so it's every beep you hear is a new contact. Oh, I forgot to put on my bleed air. There you go. Some bleed air. You're gonna want that for your not just air conditioning and pressurization, but also your missile cooling. The missile cooling relies on bleed air from the actual aircraft as well. Looks like we have currently only one bandit in the air, so we'll keep an eye out. We're going to try to go... we're trying to do an air-to-ground mission, but we have self-defense capabilities, and we have 3 Phoenix on board. The Phoenix is this... I don't know if you can see it on the wing, but the Phoenix is the biggest missile that we can carry air-to-air-wise. It's a very long-range air-to-air missile. Depending on what you're killing, you can get something from... up from 3 miles all the way up to about 100 miles away. I was kind of hoping he'd take the right side and I can line up on his left, but he's kind of just going for it. Let's go ahead and go with him. I'll give him a 5-second split there. There he starts to go. I have no idea who this is, by the way. I'm just kind of following him. Reset my view. Going to burner. Airspeed's alive. Nose of steering is off. Gear up. Our F14 buddy's just over there. Again, our wings are in auto mode, so they're going to auto sweep back as necessary. And I'm going to come out of the burner. I don't know why he's flaring, but he's flaring. I'll form up on his right side nice and gently. Nothing too close. Again, I'm not talking to him, so I don't want him to... do some crazy turn that leaves me vulnerable. I think he's actually supersonic, so I'm not going to follow that because that is how you waste all of your fuel. So we will not be doing that. Good way to climb a fighter is either mill power or just behind mill power and pitching for a speed. So right now I'm 400 knots. This thing is crazy quick. I don't know if it should be this quick, but it's crazy quick. So I'm going to pitch for 350. All right, now we're here. I'm going to select air-to-air for the time being, just so we can go ahead and be ready to defend ourselves. Get rid of that. And we have cool on, prep on, missile normal. Just going to see. Yeah, okay, so it's default for you. Now, while we're flying away just like this, I'm going to trim the airplane out kind of like that. And I'm going to go to the back seat. And I'm going to select... I wonder if I can change gesture or this guy to do nothing. Anyways, let's go ahead and turn our TV on, our radar on, our data link is all on, so we're good back here. Go ahead and start warming up the pod. Go back to the front seat. The pilot's changing stuff around. Don't like when they do that. Master arms coming up. We'll select Phoenix. No data link bandits in the area. Now these are all friendly contacts. They're all little half circles, as you guys can see. They're all friendlies. Now, in real life, the Lantern Pod has a maximum altitude of 25,000 feet, or Angel's 25, and that's due to a cooling issue. They actually are known to catch on fire. So we're going to try to stay below that. But yeah, JC, hopefully that makes sense. You still have to map it in your Microsoft Flight Sim. You just got to map pitch, roll, autopilot, disconnect, and that's about it. As you guys can see, the wings are still out. That's fine. It's because we're under point. We're just actually getting to point 8 shortly. They're slowly gonna creep back. If I went into burner and I had a lot of acceleration, they'd go. We're gonna stop here at 24,000 feet, just so I give myself some room. Get those mirrors on. And we'll go in the back seat. And we'll tell him to set speed 50 knots fast. I don't know why he goes burner for 50 knots fast, but he does. Oh, look at that. We have a bandit on our left. Let's go ahead and turn the aircraft to the left. He's 24,000 feet at about 40 miles. This is actually be a great target for us. I'm going to leave it just like this for the time being. I'll go in the back seat. I'm going to select track while scan man. I'm going to bring the radar to the right. See, we're starting to pick him up as a target. We already got him as a target there. We'll select it. Not that I have to. I'm just going to press next launch. Track while scan auto. Go to the front seat. He's 22 miles away. We're going to kick in the burner. Roughly co-altitude with him. No RTBR contact on what that is. I'm going to fly a little bit in front of him. Here's the Fox. We'll go Fox 3 at 20 miles. There it goes. Fox 3. Missile's climbing on up. It's going to loft itself for extra range. Nothing in the camera, that's okay. We don't have it as an STT lock. He's moving right to left quite aggressively. He's in his descent now. I'm going to descend away from out of the contrails as well, so it's harder for him to find me. Our missile is active, which means it's on its own radar source to go get him. So I don't have to keep the lock as I'm doing. I can even turn cold and we'd be okay. I'm going to push in the burner here. Watch an eye on the closure rate. Look at the closure. VC is 80 knots. Right now he's cold. Not worried about him just yet. I'm going to flip the ACM cover up. Going to go my radar. That was a bad idea. Got it. That is the bandit. Closure rate is still 70, so he's just running on cold. Let's punch in the burner. Keep going after him here. Closure rate 200 knots, so he was thinking about turning, but that's okay. We're going to stay high on him. No point to be descending with him. Give our missile a little bit extra range here. Our radar's tracking him. Look in that camera, can't really tell what it is. Might be able to bring down the brightness. It is an F14. It is in the turn. Fox 3. And I'm turning off to the right. And that's why I'm turning off to the right. I think we've defeated it already. I really shouldn't have turned back into the missile like that. That was really stupid. That was really stupid, guys. SA-11 and the Viper behind us. Yeah, that was my fight to lose. That was dumb. I didn't have my missile prep or my missile bore sight selected. Currently running towards my friendly target over here. Hoping he can get a shot off or do something on him. The F14 has a ton of fuel. We're still at 10 grand. So tons of fuel. Our bandit's 13 miles, 243 currently. I'm going to run back to friendly's territory here, and then we can come back around on him in a second. No point to re-engage just yet. What I'd like to do is drop my fuel tanks, but I know as soon as I go to the back seat, my idiot Tomcat pilot's going to come out of burner. Let's do it real quick. There we go. And we'll go ACM, drop. What is it, the missile bore sight? How did I not get the kill on that? Oh, there we go. It's not set the bore sight. Surprised we didn't get the kill on the... Whoa, that looks beautiful. Look at that. All right, 261 for 25. That was probably the guy we left out in the water there. That's how fast the F-14 is. You just fly away from missiles. Like, it's pretty... At this altitude, it's pretty impressive. Are you going to fly the sim tonight? Maybe. I'm not too sure. Probably not. This data link sucks in this server. 283 for 25 is off to the right. He's probably hanging around his SA-11. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. Get to about this altitude here. Go to the back seat. We're going to select PD search. Bring our radar wider, like this. A little bit lower looking. Now we're using the top screen. See, is right there. So if I'm going to go ahead and narrow our search down a little bit. Got something. We'll go to the front. Missile's saying to shoot. I'm not going to do that. Our guy's right over there. Looks like a Viper. I'm put it in full burner. He's at 20 miles currently. The missile's currently set to bore sight. I'm going to turn that... it's set to norm. Okay, that's what we want. Going to get some altitude on this guy so our missile has more range. Remember, he might have a missile on us already without me knowing about it. I'm going to set it to missile... Why can't I set it to normal? Or to active. I guess I can't. 19 mile range now. The closure's only 200. It's increasing. 350. Fox 3. SA-11's coming up. Missiles active off the rail. Missile launch from the SA-11. I'm gonna go defensive on that. There's the SA-11 firing on us. Oh, that's coming up quick. Let's get the energy of the missile down, and then we're gonna pull the missiles all the way back up into space. Now their burners are out. See, there's no more smoke trail. Now that the burners are out, we're gonna bring the nose up. Let's get those missiles out of energy, because they gotta pull up for us. And I'm gonna do the exact same thing. What just died over there? That's an F14 friendly. We don't want to kill that. Gonna go and unlock that person so he doesn't get annoyed with me. That missile should be defeated now. It's just an SA-11 still. Well, 3 missiles, 0 kills, all within the no escape range of a Phoenix, but whatever. Not worried about that. Let's go ahead and close our ACM cover. We're gonna go put our weapon switch in the air-to-ground mode, and let's get away from this area and let's start to do some air-to-ground. Let's go in the back seat. Turn the pod on. The laser on as well. And up here, we're going to click menu, air to ground. I'll do that in PD search, actually. On our JSAL, or not JSAL, we're going to go with GBU 38. That's fine right there. We'll select station 4, I believe, has it. TCS. Menu. J message. Station 3 is empty. Station 4. Yeah, so station 4 is what we're going to arm. 4 is selected. Alrighty. So, what I'm going to do now is I got to find a target. I don't have a waypoint, so the easiest way I'm going to do this is I'm going to put this in air to ground, put that to video. I'm going to go, back to the back seat. We'll select our pod. In air to ground mode, if it lets me here. That was a scary move. Oh, that's why. TCS clear. That's what I want to see. Alright, so we are going to go air to ground. We're queued to the HUD. This is going to be pretty hard to do in both seats, but we're going to attempt to do this. Basically, we are right here. I'm going to be turning left. We're going to go up the coast to, looks like that airport that's all the way at the end of the peninsula. That one's going to be pretty easy to find, so that's pretty good. We still have, oh, we don't have that much fuel. All right, let's go land real quick. We'll top up on fuel and weapons. So the airport's going to be just below us to the right there. So I'm going to go to the back seat, turn our pod back off, just so I don't hurt it. Go to the front seat. And we'll go ahead and land here. Landing the F14 is quite a lot of fun. We're going to approach from this side. I'm going to go landing symbology on the HUD. And we'll go ahead and do like a mid-left brake type deal. I don't see any windsocks down here. Or smoke or anything that can help us with wind direction, but I'm just going to hope that it's this direction. Data, welcome, yo, what's up? How are you joining the BU? It's pretty good. I'm liking it. If you're just joining in, we're doing both seats. I'm doing Rio and front seat because I can't stand Jester. So I'm doing both seats. Having a good time with it so far. I find the Phoenixes are still useless inside 15 miles against players, but it's probably how it was, I guess. I don't know. It's supposed to be a 21G Mach 6 missile or whatever, but or at least Mach 2 down low. But I like it. It's cool. I think it's a little expensive. 50 bucks for an update. A little expensive, but it is good. So, you know, can't knock it. Gears coming on down. Flaps going full. Forgot how quick these things turn. Used to my RJ. DLC's going out as well. I don't see anybody on any sort of final. Whoop. Now obviously we're high, but we'll correct that. It's a fighter. You can kind of do whatever you want with it, really. Last second, we'll put in some power. A little bit of DLC aft if needed. Just a little bit forward. And just like that, in a fighter jet, you're on the slope. Pretty nice and simple. AOA indexer there is over there flashing because I'm in carrier mode for the hook, but I'm keeping the hook up, obviously. Reset my view here. All right, not gonna brake. Just gonna slowly pull back on the elevator, keeping full backstick. The brakes of the Tomcat are a little squirrely. You can see in the back mirror those elevator or stabilators, I should say, are all the way up. Just aerodynamic braking for the time being. Through 50 knots coming up, nozzle steering is going on. Now I'm gonna start to brake for this exit here, nice and gently. The brake doesn't have the greatest anti-skid in the world. I didn't have my spoilers armed correctly, so we'll fix that in the next one, but we don't really need it. Alright, and we'll release our back pressure and we can go ahead and exit off. Spoilers retract, or I should say speed brakes retracted, flaps can go to 0. We're just going to rearm, refuel, and go back up there. So it didn't die, which is nice. Could be worse, right? Sometimes you want to be careful going to parking spots in DCS and rearming because you might get someone who spawns on top of you. I'm not sure how the airport works, so we'll just go over here. I'll just stop right here, and we'll go ahead and set the parking brake and get rearmed. Turn my track IR off. The same loadout will work. We'll just bring up full fuel, and we'll do it again. So if you guys have any questions on DCS or anything, you guys can let me know. Fortunately, the refueling will take a while, as you can see here. I might even consider just respawning here, to be honest with you. Can I even do that? Let's see. If an F14 can spawn here, 15, not the 14. So we have to, if you want to stay here, we have to do it properly. So we'll have to go up to 14.5 and they'll put the fuel tanks on. And that'll help us out. In the back seat here, as you say, I got a little hectic doing both seats yourself, but I actually find it more rewarding and more fun. I hate using the AI. There is AI for this, and a lot of people like it, but I am just always against using AI. There's just such a disconnect between what I need and how fast I want it done. and gesture. So some people love it, some people hate it. I see the use for it. I'm glad they updated it. I'm glad they have it. I personally hate using it, so I'm not going to use it. Now, what I haven't figured out is how to put waypoints in this thing just yet. I know in the old one, you can select, you know, you can do nav, no, TAC data, waypoint 1, and then you can click like north, east, lat, long, and start typing away. But this one doesn't do that. Nope. Shorty, hello, welcome, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing well, my friend. That's a start point. It's time, mark list, MDL. Oh, we can do this. What's the airport name? Let's see. That's where we're gonna go attack. OOKB. Oh, it's kind of cool. OOKB. There we go. Sweet. We got that. No waypoint displayed for it just yet, but I have the coordinates. Oh, that's cool. You can change. That's nice. ETA. Let's see if this works. There we go. Will that work? I'm not getting a range. Let's set to destination. Yeah, I haven't learned this thing enough to make waypoints and stuff yet. Okay, refueling is complete. Direct. That one. Whatever. Alright, rearmament complete. Parking brakes coming off. Flaps and slats will be set to our takeoff position with DLC. Let's go ahead and spin around. There's actually enough wing space. We can probably spin to the right. Good old Navy bird. Nice tight turn circle. Check over there. F14 is just exiting. Just do it. I'm stopped here. A little hard to tell. Clear on the right. We're clear on the left. Let's go ahead and show you guys the takeoff performance of the F14. We'll take off to the right. We'll use burner for this one. Alrighty, let's go ahead. Grab my neck there. Burner's on in. Nose and steering getting turned off. Gear. Slats and flaps. They're automatic, but I'll do it. We're in the air. And that's with 3 Phoenixes, 2 winders, 2 fuel tanks, and 2 GVU 38s. That's pretty impressive. A pretty impressive performance. I don't know if it did that at real world, but it does it here. Looks like we got a Viper out this way that's going to be stopping us from doing our air-to-ground thing. So let's go ahead and climb up a little bit. I'm gonna go to the back seat and we'll turn that off. Go PD search. I'm gonna bring our elevation up just a little bit. Go and widen the scale. Something off the nose. Go and narrow our beam there. Bring it down a little elevation. Got something? IFFing is friendly. What about this guy? I don't think I can pick that guy up just yet. Let's go ahead and widen our scope again. Elevation up just a wee bit, and we're gonna go ahead and floor it. Get some elevation on these rocks. Put our camera back on. Air-to-air mode for the time being. The aircraft performance is crazy, man. Fighter world is completely different to the airline world, obviously, but it's just so interesting to see the difference in performance. All right, we'll go ahead and roll level here. Alright, we'll go to the back seat. Let's start turning the pod back on. We can use it for later. Bandit's on the left side. You guys can see him out there. I'm going to put my trackwall scan on. He's at 35,000 feet. He's way up there. For some reason can't see him just yet. Selecting Phoenix. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do Foresight, ACM, my radar, Mirage 2000, Box 3, and I'm defensive. Mirage 2000 has a Fox 1 missile, so if he loses lock, he loses the shot. Apparently, I can't not get faster than that. That's actually insane of how quick that missile just, first of all, came to me, and secondly, just obliterated me. I'm still on the opinion that the Mirage 2000, because it hasn't been updated in years, is a little ridiculously overpowered currently. and anybody who flies it is on training wheels, but whatever. We'll say that was correct. I don't know, that was maybe a 15-mile shot from when I got the launch. So within 15 miles of me basically just shooting and rolling inverted and going away immediately, it's still caught up to me in a dive at burner. That's pretty impressive from that far range. It was at 35,000 feet though, so there you go. That's what the advantage of altitude advantage gives to you. I still don't believe it though. I think those missiles are too quick. I wonder if my Phoenix actually went and tracked him. Probably not. It never does. The Phoenix sucks. Oh, I was supposed to click spawn hot. I don't want to do another cold start. We did a cold start at the beginning. So we'll leave it. We'll say we've already done that. Yep. Every missile I have fired off this aircraft is completely missed. Everything that's within range has missed. So pretty pointless to use Phoenixes against players. Yes, I was lower than him. But the first missile that I shot, that was a beauty of a shot. And crashed it, but yeah. Just can't maneuver for the people. Alright, let's go ahead and set gesture to inactive. We don't want that idiot doing anything. Go ahead and get rid of our parking brake. Let's get out of here. Let's get our wings out. Auto. Nose of steering on. Back seat here, we can go ahead, that's already on. Might as well turn that on, I don't care. Alrighty, we'll go take the runway here. Okay, that aircraft is just clearing and is off to the right. That aircraft is doing nothing. And there's nothing up there. Alright. You think we can take off? I think we can do it. Obviously, we should go left, but we're going to go right just to show you guys the impressive performance that the F14 does have. Ready? Flats and flaps out. Punch it. Speed alive. Brakes, or nose of steering is off. 3, 2, 1. It's honestly not even fair. This thing is crazy, crazy, crazy. There's like a, right now with all the stuff I have loaded on, it's like a 70, 80,000 pound jet. And it does not care. Alright, closest bandit's 342 for 34. So we're gonna run this way for a bit. That's probably that Mirage still. Go in the back seat real quick. Bring this into about 50 mile scan. And we'll set that to semi. Can go back, that can go narrow. Alright, let's go back to the front. I hate that the pilot just levels you off. I really, really, really hate that. I kind of wish they coded it that would keep exactly what you were doing. Be a lot better. But they probably never intended someone to do both seats at once. But I'm not flying a Chester. I refuse. Got a 29 nail out there somewhere. Probably that far left guy. Let's go target that guy. Oh, that's friendly as well. Alright, never mind. Well, in that case, I'm just going to get a crazy amount of height pretty quickly here. We're Mach 0.9 already. And then we're going to go ahead and use our good old lantern pod. Alrighty, so In the back seat, get our lantern pod all up and running. We'll select G-View Station 4. 38. Arm those suckers up for later. TCS. JSAM. Station 4. Down here, I'm gonna see if I can do it again. Direct OOKB. Okay, so direct that button. I don't think this is gonna work, but anyways. Have that for later. This, nope. That button, air to ground. This button, clear. This button, air to ground. There we go. It's queued to the HUD. And we're all ready for air to ground. .276, 35 mile. 900 feet. It's to our west. He's out there. Something off in the distance that's getting picked up. I hope we get a Concord in 2024. Me too, my friend. Me too. That's probably that bandit that's yeah. That's out there. All right, let's stay air to air for a little bit then. We'll I'll keep it on. I really shouldn't do that, but let's see if I can sneak in here to get a position on the HUD. Now, Kasab Airport is kind of in a valley down there. So I'm going to flank off to the right. There's our waypoint 51 actually right in front of us. You guys can see that right there. 51, 52. Direct north 30 miles. Hot. All right, we got to go for this guy. This has to be him. Fox 3. Nothing. Fox 3. Nothing. Awesome. Let's go back seat. Turn that back off. Wait, no, wait. Actually, I want to leave that on. Just turn that back off. Turn like that. Press this button. Press next launch. Back in the front. Oh, my missile stuff's all off. Oh, well, we're screwed. We're screwed, boys. Let's just hope he doesn't see me here. It takes about 3 minutes for this stuff to come online, so we're kind of screwed. I thought in the hot start it would click it on for you, but it did not, so... That would have been a really good shot, too. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Probably already has a one... What happened? I didn't even explode. I just died. You took off before your calculated delay? I forgot about that. They have a delay time, so if you spawn hot, you have to wait before you can take off. I completely forgot about that. I hate that rule. I understand why it's there. It's because people can just spawn and take off and kill you, right? If you're attacking the airport. But it's just really annoying. So why don't we go ahead and get these on for later. And while we're waiting for this takeoff delay time, we'll go ahead and try to get our navigationals set up again. Flight plan OOKB. Don't know where I can put that really. Nope. Oops. Direct OOKB. Destination. $51. There we go. Got it. 65 miles, and it's east of us. Sweet. All right, we got that far. We'll keep the pod offline for now, and we'll go back to the front. Now let's go ahead and start getting taxied out. Parking brake is off. Got our wings on the roll here. All right, we got our track IR back on. Nose wheel steering. Slats and flaps for departure. Our spoilers are deployed because it's in the anti-skid mode. Selected is probably set to both, which it should be. Oh, I'm forgetting where it is. Right there, both. I'm just doing circles over here. And so anytime you go idle thrust, kind of like a Q400 when they're in flight mode, you'll get the spoiler deploy. We still have 30 seconds to wait. Oh, wait. You get the hell out of here. Wait, nope. Stop. Get the absolute hell out of here, Jester. I hate you. Clear on the right. That guy's going over there. That guy's doing something. Takeoff delay has ended. Don't know why there's lights in this display threshold, but anyways, go ahead and launch it. Now we're not going to get kicked. Away we go. Gear up. Slap, slap, 0. Just gonna throw the master arm on from right now because I don't want to deal with it later. Left turn 030. That'll bring us direct to the waypoint. Hope you guys are all enjoying the stream, by the way. If you guys are just joining us, I usually stream Microsoft Flight Sim, but I have been playing DCS for over 13 years. A lot of experience in DCS and many of the aircraft varieties, including the F14. Recently got back into it. We're using the Moza AB9. Let me go ahead and throw my camera on, you guys can see. There we go. So the Moza AB9, there's no extension on it right just yet, so it's kind of at a weird angle, but soon it's going to be more, it's going to be at a better angle. We got a band at 330, 22 miles. We'll go back here, bring our range significantly in. Rockwall scan man. 303 for 21. He's cold. 290. Okay, they're off to the west. I'm gonna stay going off eastbound, so we can stay. I turned way too hard, but so we can stay. Why is this thing pitching? I'm not even doing that. I think our AI trimmed the crap out of this thing. I hate AI, man. I just want to switch between seats. There we go. To retrim that all over again. But anyways, I'm gonna stay over here on the coastline. Coastline's ours. Has a lot of sand protection for us. Coastal span is 30 miles. So our goal right now is to get some GV-38s on target at Kasab. Kasab Airport is currently this way for 50 miles to the left a little bit. So I'm slowly just getting more a little inland and also turning left at the same time. We're also going to climb a little bit higher. Missile prep, Sidewinder cool, all that stuff is on. Missiles are normal mode currently. My good buddy Rob said there's no declutter for the HUD, unfortunately, so what you see is what you get. Crazy, welcome, welcome. Enjoying watching DCS. I haven't really played it much. The upfront learning curve seems hard. It is very, very difficult, but the main thing with this is if you get people that you want to learn with, or better yet, a squad that it's a lot of people learning together and flying together and all that kind of stuff, it's a lot easier. I do have a Discord link in the chat. I believe that's to my Discord for DCS purposes. You can check that out, and we can help you if needed. I used to be heavily into DCS, a lot, maybe when I was like more 15 to 19 years old, actually 15 to 22. But in the last 5 years, I haven't really played all that much. All right, we're high enough. The Lantern actually has a max service ceiling of 25,000 feet due to cooling reasons. I don't think that's modeled in the sim. So I'm going to turn ourselves left onto waypoint now. And we'll start scanning for anything air-to-air wise. Kasab is going to be in those hills. And you know what? I'm actually going to keep going back to the right. That's the reason is if I get shot at again, I'll have somewhere to hide behind. Closest bandit's 44 miles, so they're quite far away. It's also in a multiplayer server, not a good idea to be where I am. You can see the contrails right there, so we're gonna get a little lower. The way you descend a fighter quickly is you roll it inverted, because this is positive G. Whereas if I were to pitch down, that'd be negative. What I just clicked, that'd be negative G. You don't want to do that. My ACM cover. There we go. So you want positive G. You want to be able to pull into your lap rather than pushing away. So looks like the con stopped around 22's area, so it's kind of weird. That means it's ridiculously cold for the Persian Gulf. If cons are starting earlier, that means it's colder in the atmosphere. -10 in the Persian Gulf. Interesting. Okay. I don't believe that at all, but sure. That's a mission designer thing. Direct north 30 grand, 26 miles. Let's light the blower. That's him right there. And he's launched, probably at me. I don't know, but we're gonna go defensive. I'm gonna flip my ACM cover up. We're gonna set ourselves to missile bore sight. Okay, we'll do it. Okay, well, apparently I can't do that when the ACM cover's up. Yep, there comes the missile. As mentioned. Try to get in this little valley. I'm gonna try to throw it in the notch at the same time. Let's go ahead and escape out of here for a little bit. I don't like this. My PAL isn't working either. I've been having a lot of PAL bugs for some reason. PAL is my pilot acquisition lock. Air to air. That's up. Missile things up. But it's not PALing. Oh, I know why. Radar on. There we go. Alright, let's keep burning. Let's get the heck out of here. Now we're in missile bore sight. Alright, we can kick the burner out. Closest bandit's 26 miles, I think I read at the top right corner there. 23 miles. But 16,000 as well. 012, 20 miles, 16 grand. They're cold. I don't think we're going to get too much air to ground out of this today. What I'm going to do for situational awareness purposes, I'm going to get higher here real quick. That's our radar altimeter. Don't worry about that. Go set that to our lower limit. That's fine. Go back to the back seat, and we're going to select this button for ground stab. Bandits on our left. About 100 miles. Nothing really much else out here. Set that to 25. Everything's flowing north currently, which is the way I gotta go. So, let's go ahead and get some altitude. We gotta go northeast. Fuel tanks are empty. Go over here. Arm. Nothing else is armed. Jettison those. Go ahead and arm station 4 for later. Let's go ahead and get the pod starting to come online. Get our flare mode on back there. Go ahead and kick the burner in once again. Nice and high quickly. Alpha, welcome. Yo, boys, hello. Hope you're doing well. Aviator, afternoon, guys. How are we doing? Doing pretty good. Hope you're doing well. Our flare pod is up. We started conning. I don't like to be in the cons and multiplayer servers. So there's an instant lock by something. Got a J11, 20 miles, 4,000 feet. PAL 010. Getting anything. Got it? What's that? Can't see what it is. Gonna go back seat IFF it. Friendly, of course. Alright. I'm off. Chaff flare isn't armed either. Go do that. This is why it's doing a cold start is probably best. So I have a lot of stuff that's not on right now. Go here, set our chaff flare on. Go. That's an F. Oh, I think it's a Tor. I think it's a Tor. Yeah, an SA-15 possibly. I'm also going to go to the back seat really quickly, and I'm going to set my FOV a bit closer. That way when I lock something in air-to-air mode, the pod will immediately slew to it, and I can kind of see it. Now there's a camera in the F14 already that does that, but because I have the pod up, it'll be a bit more detailed, so might as well. We'll be honest though, guys, my situational awareness out of VR is like a lot worse. I have much better situational awareness when I'm in VR. Got something? Descended below the hills. Couldn't quite tell what that was. Got it again. Gotta go to the back to IFF it. Lost it. We're gonna get back behind some hills of my own here. Lose some of our speed. 400 is good with me. Put our power back in. Once you get behind hills like this, you mask yourself from radar, but you should also, depending on where their AWACS is, you'll protect yourself from that as well. Go ahead and do a hard turn into these valleys here. Weird how my PAL can't find that. Go AC cover down. Oh, it's still in PAL. Should be able to lock that, but anyway, we go to PLM. Should be fine here. Missile bore sight. Box 3. Oh, that's a missile on me. There we go. We did. I think we gotta go strictly air to air. I don't think I'm gonna carry the lantern pod or anything anymore. Because the lantern pod is I'm not even getting a chance to use it, so we'll probably strictly just have to go air to air mode. I think man, I want to fly in VR so badly, but the stream quality is so bad. Like, it's really bad in VR. We'll leave Jester on for the air-to-air stuff, even though he's kind of useless, but... Honestly, probably a Hornet would be better with the air-to-air, because these are players and fighters, and the Phoenix is not meant to do that. The Phoenix is not meant to take on fighters, and players know how to defeat them so freaking easily. It's not even fair. Everything is good choice. F14 is you like a challenge? F14 is not hard. It's just the Phoenix sucks against players. I actually find the F14 pretty nice and simple. I've been flying it for a lot of years though, so yeah, I don't find it too bad. And keep in mind, I'm doing both seats at once. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to use this Jester AI guy, but I just think he's a moron. So you know what? I am going to get rid of him again. What I am going to do, however, though, is we're going to go in the back seat. And before we get going, let's turn the radar on so I don't have to deal with that later. Get these. Countermeasures going. Narrow. All right, let's go. Go and start and get our wings all automatically swept back out for ourselves. Get our anti-skid in both. Get our slats and flaps deployed with, that's DLC aft I'm doing that with. And we're just going to focus on air-to-air. There's a bandit that's F14, 28 miles away already. Sidewinder, all that stuff can get turned on. Appreciate you guys watching though. Hope you guys are enjoying more of the DCS content. I know it's not my usual stuff that I do. After this, we'll see if we can join a dogfight server. Maybe we can get some dogfights in. The dogfight server is a little interesting to get working, but looks like we're clear on the left. It's looking like we'll be clear on the right. This'll launch. Well, this is gonna be fun. Those are steering disabled. Stay nice and low. Gear flaps, everything's up. An F14 and a Hornet waiting over there. Don't really know why we're getting the warnings. Sometimes there's some DCS bugs where the radar pass-throughs and goes to you, like that. But we're gonna go ahead and get some altitude on us. So we're gonna go purely air-to-air. See how much fuel the burner uses. We took off with 20,500 pounds. We've almost burned 3,000 of it already. Actually, we did burn 3,000 of it already. All right, there's an F16 nail out front. We're gonna go air to air. This button, that button, that button. Wait, no, not that button. That's on. Master arm is on. Set the TV. Let's go back here. Track wall scan auto. There's something already pretty... That's friendly. Alright. Don't need to worry about him. That guy far out there is most likely a hostile all the way out there. So we're going to set this guy to next launch. I want him as number 1. We're going to go to the front seat. That's the track wall scan auto on number 1. No, I want number 1. I don't want you to focus on that other guy. I'll keep it in auto. Or keep it in manual then. We're going to go over here and select our Phoenix. And we're going to get some altitude. Okay. I'm going to go... Okay. Yeah, I go back here and it leaves it. But anyways. Next launch, just make sure track wall scan auto. And that should be good. Let's go. Close rate of 600 knots, and we lost it. Alright, it's coming back. Something's coming back out there. closure of 800 knots. Range of 13 miles. Box 3 F-16. Missiles active, I'm defensive. That's a 120, so we've got to be a little quick on getting it. He's died, but this 120 is definitely going to kill me. It was a really close shot. Chaff and flare going out. I just want chaff, but it doesn't work. Bringing that missile up. Hopefully running it out of energy. There it is, missile defeated. Something died out there. I'm gonna go PAL my radar. Maybe. Or not. PAL has a bug of not working for some reason. There we go. Now it's working. Something up there is conning. It's friendly F14. Two tail, friendly F14. The Viper's going to be off to the left, unknown of where it is. Just on RWR wise. Alright, let's head over to the back seat, see if we can... Oh, RWR change. Let's go to the right. Yeah, the RWR in the F14, you're only really reliable when you're kind of level. Just near its home island out there, and it's swapped back. We're going to go back here. We'll set trackwell scan man. Actually, we'll PD search. Let's widen out the scale a little bit. Let's put this over to ECM. F-16's off to the right somewhere. Turn right roughly to 020, roll out here roughly. F-16 updates. There it is, really far away. All the way out there. So, let's do this. Let's first get it on trackwell scan. Bring the radar all the way back. He's 8,000 feet. He's 23,000 feet. I want the higher guy. I'm getting jammed or something. Okay, 60 miles away. Oh, and he is jamming me is what's happening. And we're this whole time getting a missile shot at us probably right now. Yeah, F-16, 11 miles. I'm turning cold. Screw that. Screw that. Top right corner has some helpful chats. There it comes. There's the missile. Holding the missile up, deleting its energy as much as I can. That missile was most likely fired at me around 17 miles. Oh. Well, hopefully that's not coming for me. That's the one thing about a TV I don't like. The TV at the top right corner, that text is really, really small. And it's hard to see. That's our fuel, 11,000. We're going to ditch our fuel tanks here in a second. guy's evading as well. We'll clear the missile. Back here, we'll ditch our tanks. Let's go and help that guy out. It's 285, 15 mile. My radar, please, pal. Please stop bugging out. Okay, missile launch. Now I'm probably screwed. Probably that guy up high. Wish I could get my PAL to work. There, now it's finally sweeping, man. I don't know why it does that. This is a bad idea. I repeat, this is a bad idea. Don't do this. That's an F14. Damn it! Okay, missile defeated. That guy just got killed. Probably from that guy. I'm gonna go PLM on him if I can get him real quick here. A lot of power the F14 has. Pulling. PLM. Got it. F16, Fox 3. Nope. Let's go to that button. Missiles off the rail on him. 4 mile range. Got him in the camera there. He's in the descent. We'll send him one more, Fox 3. There it goes. Splash F16. I shouldn't have wasted another one, but that's fine. Another bandit's coming on in from over there, 20,000 feet. My radar. Can't pick it up. There we go. Fox 3. Defensive. There's the missile launch from the MiG-29. And missile to the left a little bit, chaff flare. Missile's defeated, re-engaging. Might have an ET on me though, don't know. Man, I'm so lost without my VR. Uh-oh. Gonna be out of fuel here soon, guys. We got the RTB and get out of here. Let's go ahead and use some of that energy. Burn off the missile. Remaining shaft and flare come out, which I have 0 of. Missile's probably defeated by this point. We're gonna run cold. We have no more missiles left. I'm gonna take our wins and go home. Airport's just over there. 3,000 pounds of fuel. We're going to burn to 15. This is where, by the way, we're not really doing anything realistic at all here. Like, I'm completely alone. You're going to want to have some sort of wingman with you. Okay, burner's coming away. Go ahead and use our landing symbology. What's that? That's pretty smoky. I'm gonna lock that up real quick. I don't know what that is. Not a lot of stuff on this team smokes, other than the 14 maybe, but... F14 friendly. Well, that's not even fire. That's not even fair. We're gonna go back to landing mode. Probably not a smart idea to land here because it's literally where all the fighters are. There's the runway just off to the right. We do a very quick kind of brake thing here. Spoilers deployed, or speed brakes. And when I get to the point, I'll nicely pull hard. Wait here. Wait here. There comes the gear. Flaps coming down full in a second. Comes the flaps. DLC. No flare in the F14. Stick's coming all the way back. Whoops. Brakes. Or, whoa, I didn't even use that much brake. Alright. Whatever. I'll pull off actually over here, and we can go ahead and just rearm refuel over on the side here. Yeah, this server is kind of just like, kind of launching missiles at each other. I might go do a bit more of a dogfighting type of server, so a server that's limited on what weapons you can use. Looking to get into DCS. Sorry, I'm missing a lot of comments. Looking to get into DCS. What's your aircraft? Is your favorite? Is your favorite not? I don't know what that means by that, but my favorite aircraft of all time, just because I have so much fun with it, is the Viggen. The one that I recommend if you're going to start brand new is probably the Hornet or the Viper, because they're very training wheel type airplanes. They're very easy to learn, or they're easier to learn. Helicopter wise, I love the Apache, and then but airplane wise, it'd be Viggen, F14, F4 are my favorites. The Hornet's really cool and stuff too. I like a little bit more of the older stuff usually. You know, I've been actually streaming for quite a while. I think we're gonna maybe end the stream. I'll maybe end it with one little dogfight here, and then we'll end it there. We'll do another one. If you guys like these DCS streams, though, we'll definitely do more. I see the viewers are returning, so that's nice. We used to have like 2 to 4 viewers at a time, so it's nice that we're getting a little bit more. You using the Mark 47 Charlie? I am. I have been told from some inside sources that the Charlie variant of the 47 is better than the 60 variant of the 47. Don't forget the Huey. The Huey is fantastic as well. That is a really, yeah. That one's really fun. I actually have a lot of fun with the Huey if you like CSAR and all that kind of stuff. But what I like doing with the Huey as well is teaching people how to fly helicopters. The Huey's perfect for that because it's very mechanical, old school, but it's still very easy to fly. And I can sit in the left seat like a multi-crew, and I can take control and stuff when needed if we're about to crash and stuff. So it's kind of cool. Gonna go do some little bit of BFM stuff, and then we'll end the day there. Yeah, not playing in my VR, so I'm a little out of my element here. We spawn with sparrows and all this junk. I'm gonna get rid of everything except for I'll keep the 9s, I guess.
That thought just became personal. Here we go again. Target, 10 miles. Here's your dot.
It's MiG-29. He shouldn't shoot me before the merge, so we're gonna pretend like we don't know we're here, and then we're gonna merge and go, oh no, and you know, fight's on. So this is an AI guy. He is flaring on the start. He's starting a left turn.
Bandit, 12 o'clock, 3 miles, 420 knots.
We're gonna try to go for the guns kill. Burner's coming in. We're in a 2-circle fight right now.
6 o'clock, speed 370.
Currently has a widening turn circle. That's okay.
4 o'clock.
This aircraft keeps its speed quite well. I completely lost him. Oh, I got him.
1 o'clock.
Looks like he's really turning for that shot. I'm gonna lessen out my turn. Oh, he's going for
2
missiles.
o'clock low.
Oh, that's not fair. That's not fun. I was doing guns fight. All right, let's go ahead and do missiles then. Yeah, the MiG-29 has a helmet-mounted sight, so he just has to look at you, and I think it's within 70 to 80 degrees off the nose. He can just launch it, and the missile will dart off to the side. Kind of like the M9X. Put my camera back on. But if he's gonna go missiles, then I'll go missiles. But what is it? Is it it's a 29 again? So we'll ditch all that. If we're gonna do missiles, it's quite simple. All I'm gonna do is get into a radius fight, do a very, very tight turn, which the F14 is very good at. Just get a lock and kill. It's actually not that much fun, to be honest. But I can't tell the AI to just do guns, at least in this mission. You can if you make it yourself, but I'm just doing a quick little one.
Target, 11 miles.
Get it locked up there. Get all that stuff figured out. Another MiG-29. So in this case, I'm gonna go and merge around 350 knots or so. Around here is okay. Now this is obviously a predetermined merge. Like, this isn't kind of realistic. It's more for. Oh, he's launched. What the heck? I'm going idle, so hoping the missile doesn't. Hoping the missile doesn't track.
Nah, man, I lost the lock.
There he is. He's going real. He's pulling really hard. Gonna go guns here.
Passing 310. 4 o'clock low.
It's a 33.
Passing 250.
We're actually in a pretty good spot. Again, without VR, I can't predict like any shots or anything anymore. Like, I am completely lost of where he went. There he goes.
12 o'clock.
I'm a lot better in VR, I promise. I lose all my situational awareness in 2D. He's going vertical, which is like in a guns fight is really sorry, in a missile fight is really bad for you.
220.
Just slowly pulling. I'm not going crazy with him on the pull, but near the top here, we're both going to get some God's G to help us bring us down, so not too concerned with that. We'll go winders. I mean, we can go guns, to be honest. See, this is God's G coming to help us out. Just a nice smooth turn. Got him locked up. Be the easiest missile shot ever. I'm just going to pull the right there. Fox 2. See if it can pull. Oh! he actually outpulled it. That's actually pretty impressive that 33 can do that. So he's going into a big loop like that. I'm just going to stay on his lag pursuit. Let him do that stupid thing.
2 o'clock.
I feel like I have boards up, but I don't.
Speed is 170. He's under 12. I ain't gonna get better than that. Damn it, it's missed. 200.
Gonna get up to the 300s again. We'll come back up for him.
12 o'clock.
Oh, that's why I'm flying with my flaps down. Like, this thing's not performing at all. I should be able to do a lot more than this.
1 o'clock roll.
That makes a lot of sense. He's cutting in front. Usually bad if the person behind doesn't or has aim, but me in 2D, I'm not going to hit you, so cut in front of me all day.
12 o'clock high.
Got a snag of a hit.
2 o'clock.
See, the AI kind of gets boring because then it just becomes this passing in front garbage.
10 o'clock low.
So, like, oh no, 6 o'clock. Nope, just pull ridiculously hard. And there's this. That's the whole thing. If you ever get in these rolling scissors, your left hand is going to control your overtake. So there's no point in being burner in these things unless you really need to pull. So my initial gun hit that I did on him, he overstressed his airplane because of the gun hit. So
300 knots.
So that's it. But yeah, in those little scissors, I don't know if you can see, but like when you're doing this, if one guy's in burner, he's just gonna push himself in front. So I'm gonna stay behind him, and that's where I want to be. So sometimes I'm going mill or idle to be inside. There's no point really to go burner if you're in a scissor. The whole point is to stay behind him. So flaps are up this time. See if he doesn't like kill me on the merge, or try at least. I just want to get a little nice dogfight in here, buddy.
Target 15 miles.
Yeah, I really enjoyed your lesson. Thanks. I don't think I even gave one, but appreciate it. Which we can look through this on TacView later if you guys want. I have TacView running right now. I'm gonna keep the missiles. I'm not gonna keep the Sparrows. I don't want those. But I'll keep the AIM-9s in case he wants to do anything slick. I'll do guns fight. But it is a 29, so let's say it's a fair merge this time again, and he's not going to fire one off in the merge. We're at 400 knots. He's in the left-hand or the right-hand turn.
Showing 420. 11 o'clock.
Oh, way too much rudder.
8 o'clock.
PAL mode working.
330.
Completely lose visual as you do.
3 o'clock high. Passing 250.
And again, the F14 is a pretty good one-circle fighter. Now I'm gonna start flaring. It's probably not gonna hit. Yeah, an AIM-9X would hit that one. We're getting the AI scared is all. No point to be pulling that hard right now. So we'll let go of the energy, come back.
11 o'clock.
Now missile again. I could pretty much get a kill right here. He just, you know, pull up when it was there. Not anymore, but when it was there. Pause my track error.
Okay, 250 now.
But now we're kind of in a...
1 o'clock.
It's gonna be a rate fight eventually. I just gotta get my energy up. 300 knots. He's just over there. Now I can cut this off. Right? Trade in all my altitude for position of the nodes.
11 o'clock high.
Alright, you can cut that turn off and meet him at the front. I missed every shot, but good idea. In VR, it's easier to track. It's easier to track everything in VR for me personally. But that's a good thing to do if you're fighting with an airplane like this. Very good at one circle fighting and high AOA, high thrust. You just cut that turn off.
Okay, 230 now.
We're both slow, so I don't really mind being slow. I'm gonna get some energy here. I'm just slowly behind him. Now again, missile shot would be simple. I just pull the trigger and he's dead right here. We're gonna keep it going for the guns. He's out of burner, I'm out of burner. I don't want to overshoot him. I don't know really what he's doing, to be honest with you. But, I mean, I can easily just pull and shoot, so... I really don't understand what that was. Pretty bad dogfighting from the AI skill, but... we flew DCS together a while back, and you gave me lesson on the Huey. Did I? I don't remember doing that. I completely forgot doing that. But yeah, I had a ton of fun. I'm sure I had a ton of fun doing it. I don't even remember, though. Yeah, I love the Huey. That's a good little bird. PAL or ACM. I hate that in the new 14 you have to have the ACM cover up the new PAL. Absolutely hate it. Keep spawning 29s. I'm sure this mission, I swear it spawns other stuff. Like I saw like a... I've seen like 2 ship 21 and all sorts of cool stuff. You can see him here. That's the airplane we're fighting against, MiG-29. Very high thrust to weight, very small.
Spike, 12 o'clock, dead ahead.
Let's ditch our sparrows. Maybe he thinks the sparrow's coming off the rails of missiles, then he shoots at me.
Target 4 miles. Here we go.
Yep, there's a missile coming at us.
And that's 480. Missile launch, 12 o'clock. Hot. 420 blaze it. 12 o'clock.
I shouldn't have done that because I have no idea where he went, but we just merged.
6 o'clock.
Yeah, we did. I'll make it a 1 circle.
Coming up on 280. 12 o'clock. 210.
Box 2, all the missiles.
Flash. Flash. 3 o'clock high.
How is he not obliterated? I guess only a few of those hit.
240 knots. 7 o'clock.
Anyways, we'll do it again. See if it spawns something else. Fox 2 times 4. Oh, there's a MiG-23. That's a little different. Go ahead and jettison all that garbage. That comes up. Up. Down. On. Up. And he's right on the nose.
Target 14 miles. Spike 12 o'clock. Dead ahead.
I think there's 2 of them. No, there's only 1 of them. We'll speed up time here for the merge.
12 o'clock.
He's flaring as well. We're gonna try to make this a guns fight. 500 knots. I'm gonna bring this down.
12 o'clock.
Although I could just. Oh my god! What the heck? It was looking all great for a nice little guns fair fight, and then he just launches away. Last second. That missile did a did a big turn. I wasn't expecting that. I guess they have. Do they carry R-73s? Those MiG-23s? I'm not sure. That's not fair. Got some big missiles on there. You're telling me that thing turned? Alright, let's do this again.
Okay, we're on.
Up.
He's on our nose. Spike 12 o'clock.
Down, down, up. ACM. I'm gonna kind of get an offset on him. Probably keep him visual though.
Target 6 miles.
Okay.
That's a MiG-23.
Alright, there he's over there.
420 knots. $12 o'clock.
I'm gonna start flaring. Pumping out flare.
12 o'clock.
Okay, we're merged.
$6 o'clock low.
Oh, I forgot to jet all my garbage.
Speed 340. 11 o'clock low. We're at 270.
Kind of lost where he went. There he is. He's flaring to help me out. I mean, that was probably one of the easiest 6 o'clock positions you could have possibly got, but it is a MiG-23, so. Notice I'm not yanking. I'm not doing this. Like, I'm not over G'ing or stalling or anything. You're just chill. There's a lot of time in this fight.
On at 6. Go get him.
Take the power out in case of an over G situation. Not much of BFM going on from him. Just full power idle.
470.
Barely missed that one.
510.
Have spoilers to use. Speed brakes are being used. He's going off. He's trying to make me overshoot. I'm going up.
450 knots.
And back on.
Speed 300. 1 o'clock low.
Alright, so no overshoot. Again, missile-wise, I could kill him like 10 days ago. And then all I gotta do is punch in the burner. Now I can turn with the MiG-23 is not the best at really anything, to be honest, in terms of against an F14, that is. So he's just kind of there. So I could go winder. Alright, take a shot on him. But we'll keep it gun. So I gotta close my distance without being risk of overshoot. So let's go ahead and just kind of get a little faster. He's in a left turn. I'm gonna turn in front of him. And naturally, we're gonna get closer. Notice notice I'm flying straight, and I'm just getting closer. Now he's increasing his turn. I'm getting closer and closer and closer without even using fuel. Look how close we got. That's how you can work the angles. Put the thing on the thing, pull the trigger. A little bit of wake. I really don't know what kind of BFM this thing's doing, to be honest. It's pretty bad, but you can stay on him pretty easily. Oh, there we go. Look at that. A little bit of rudder to help us out. Missed every shot. Rudder to the kill. He's gonna try to make me overshoot.
We're going 350.
Yeah, I can't aim with a VR. I really can't. But anyways, I think you guys get the point. How to stay behind.
You got this. Shoot him.
Your left hand will control when your fuselages are aligned like this. Your left hand will control, and then once he starts to pull those turns, you're gonna want to turn a little tighter than he will, and you'll stay behind him pretty easily.
410. Speed 410. We're right on the 6.
Boop.
Light him up.
Boop. Boop.
There's 360.
All right.
Bandit is going down. Splash.
Yeah, not much BFM coming out of that guy, to be honest with you guys, but we'll end it there. And I hope you guys enjoyed that one so far, or this stream. I wonder if there's a different one that's like a better BFM. I think it's... Oh, let's do one case one. Let's do one case one. And we'll end it. I think I picked the Forestal, which is not what I meant to do. Soon, guys, though, this grip, I know you can't see it. There's a grip here. Soon this is going to be elevated up here, and you'll be able to see it better. I'm just waiting on Virpil to ship. They take quite a while to ship their things. About a Virpil extension for the Moza AB9. So we'll do a case one recovery onto the boat, basically a VFR circuit on the carrier, and we'll end the stream with that. Try to talk my way through it. If you guys struggle with it, hope it helps. All right, first thing we're gonna do is tell our moron of a flight to, oh, I don't have control over him. Alright, well, anyways. Boat's coming up in the distance. I'm just going to go ahead and accelerate time a little bit. Alright, you guys want to see a blue water break? Or we'll do a regular case one to start, and then I'll do a blue water break. Or a shit hot break, whatever they call it. So we'll do a normal one to start. Normal one is going to be 350 to 400 knots. Our wings manually swept all the way back. I'm going to trim for that. Alright, we're going to get our hook down. That button.
Friendlies, 1 o'clock, 5 miles.
And we're just going to fly on the right side of the boat. Pass the boat, start a level left turn. Speed brakes and idle. And we'll be in the downwind. I'm going to accelerate time a little bit here. Alright, so here comes the boat. Let me get a little higher. So this is the regular case one. This is the Forestal, I think. I'm not really used to a boat being this size, but we'll see if we'll be okay. We're going to roll the airplane in its brake. Idle. Speed brakes. Pulling, pulling, pulling. Trimming nose up to help out. Wings auto. So all those wings are coming back to help us with our turn now. The lift is coming back. Going to get the gear down. Oh, wait. Should have been in landing mode. Whoopsie. I'm going to descend to 600 feet for this circuit. And we'll get our flaps to full. A little bit of power to help out. Got to correct a little bit of height. On speed. Start our turn. I don't think this boat has 30 knots of headwind over it, but we'll start it. Try it. should be descending slowly here. You know, you can put up an ILS, but I'm not going to use it. The normal thing is to put it on, so it's not like you're cheating or anything. I'm just don't really have a second to put it on right now. Oh, we have a huge headwind. Look at we're getting. See that across the ground? So this mission editor did a very bad job. The boat has to have 30 knots of wind over it. So if you have 15 knots of headwind, the boat should be going 15 knots into the headwind to equal 30. I have a feeling we have 30 knots of wind or something, and the boat's also going like 15 to 30 knots, because we have way too much headwind for this to work. Our ground speed's 110. We're doing 140, and let's see how fast the boat's moving. 8 knots. Yeah, so this is incorrect. But that's fine. We'll fix it. But that's an incorrect amount of wind they got going on over the boat. Not necessarily wind in the server, but the boat has to have 30 knots of wind over it. So if there's 30 knots of wind on the Earth, the carrier is going to steer into that wind and basically go like 1 to 2 knots because it only needs 30. But whatever. We got it all figured out. Tapping my DLC, mill power. We caught the wire there.
Really thought we had that 3-wire.
Yeah, I did too. Oh well, Jester. I'm gonna go bring the hook up. Full power. Not supposed to do this. Oh, we got maximum velocity exceeded. All right, I'm just gonna restart because that maximum velocity thing will never go away ever again. So I'll just restart. We'll do the shit hot break, which is 500 feet, 500 knots, and then we'll call the stream there. But that's your regular case 1 landing aboard the boat. A little long in the groove and a little wide, and again, that the whole thing is when you're starting the, let's say this is the carrier here. When you start that left-hand turn, you want to be rolled out on final with 20. I think it's 17 to 21 seconds or something like that. But because because the boat's moving this way and there's way too much wind this way, it pushed us out like that. So that was what happened there. All right, we'll put actually leave the hook up, and my spawn with my flaps down, so they're gonna break. We'll put the flaps back up and restart. Parker says, you do have to adjust the controls for the F14, or does it come with the same preset? No, you got to do them all over again. I actually don't like that part, but yes, you have to do them all over again. I think the sim crashed. Well, I think DCS is telling us when the stream ends. It's still Alt-Tab. Good old DCS. Well, we did play for quite a while, so I'm actually pretty impressed. It used to crash a lot more a long time ago. But I think we're pooched. On my screen, it's all white. I got the white screen of this program's gonna close. See it there? So we're just gonna close it and call it a day. But that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. We will see you on the next stream. I'm glad you guys are watching the DCS stuff, and hopefully we'll get some of you playing with me, and that'll be kind of cool. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye for now.